I said, good evening, Hope London.
Good evening.
For those of you who don't know me already, I'm James from the Lighthouse 2 Home Group. I'm sure many of you really thank God for blessings in your life, but we shouldn't forget the challenges and the trials and difficult times we've been through. So I think we should also thank God for that, because it helps us to grow spiritually. I'd like to share to you about a ministry which has been really blessed at the moment, and I've been running for 1.5 years now. This is the Badminton ministry, which runs every Saturday afternoon. And we started as just a few friends from Hope, actually, and the idea was to get more people to join and to really share about God eventually. And I had some struggles with this, actually. Although we had managed to attract many people to come last year, but every single Saturday, or even during the week, I kind of worried about attendance, how many people I'm going to get for this badminton. And I think sometimes I overbooked the courts. So I had this worry, I might be making a loss or something, or maybe there's not enough people coming, or this ministry's not going to last very long. But I've been really blessed, and I see new people come every single week to this ministry and play for badminton. And this year we had the record attendance just 1 week ago of, although only 4 of us from Hope, 30 people came. And actually this year I don't worry about attendance anymore. Every single week there's always a good attendance. We have an average of 20 people coming now every week. And I really bless God for the ideas He's brought me to give a fixed price for people to come, and how I can improve it, and also having a social environment which is very good and very friendly. And there's been about 10 people who've given me written comments on Meetup.com website saying that they really like the environment, they like the friendliness, they think the host is very welcoming and friendly as well. And I really thank God for the core team in this badminton, because I've got to commit myself one Saturday to meetings in the church. So instead of cancelling the badminton, I've got even a couple of people from outside the church to help me out, to collect money and allow them to play for free. The next thing I'd like to talk about is about my health. When I talk about health, I don't actually mean fitness, because my fitness has been terrible, but my health has been very good for more than a year. I went 378 days without being sick at all, which meant the whole 2009 I was not sick, and I missed 2 Sunday services in the whole year. The next thing is an incident I had, actually, and this was a warning from God, actually, because I checked my bank statement very vaguely. I don't really check, and I think that if my account is quite down, it's down to me spending too much money. But a couple of months ago, I was on the bus to work, actually, and I got a voice message from NatWest Fraud Department, but at the time I didn't take it seriously. But in the end I thought it best to check it out with the bank. And when I went there, they wanted to speak to me about the last 5 transactions that I made. So the first 3 I made those transactions, but the last 2 I did not make. And one of the transactions was about £139, but I really thank God that that transaction was not authorised by the bank. And then in the end I had to cancel my card and they sent me a new one, so at least that's a warning from God. I also like to thank God for what He provided me in His church, being part of this church. Like 1.5 years ago, I felt like just an ordinary visitor to this church. And I've been blessed with the sewing ministries, the intercessory team, a lovely home group, and many other things, really. And I also like to thank God, for having faith in me, and that other people have faith and really trust me as well. Also, talking about the home group, I think it's been blessed, especially this year. I think the second Friday of this year, we had 4 first-time visitors in the same day. And all of them really enjoyed the home group and prepared to really come back and for fellowship and really learn more about God as well. I've talked a lot about my blessings, but there have been some challenges, especially in terms of being committed to God, really, and coming to church or to home group. There was actually one time some months ago I went to my home group and I wanted to save money, but ended up taking 6 buses and a 2-hour and 20-minute journey there. So, you know, one bus broke down, another bus went somewhere else, and I made a mistake somewhere. But, and I was on duty as well on that day. So. And quite recently, I went to home group and I was leading a discussion, and I was about to take the tube, and just suddenly the whole line was suspended at that minute. And I was faced to take a bus, a train and 2 tubes to come in, and the environment was very chaotic, like crowded everywhere, pushing you, and you could hardly move. But I thank God that I was still early for the home group.
Amazing.
And even when coming to church as well, you know, it's very, the boat can be back sometimes. There's times where there's ice everywhere where I live. And then for me to walk on ice, as a child I might fall down, but I never fell down. Actually, I ran across the ice. And there's so many things. It's dark and it's cold, and sometimes you're not so well. You feel, oh, I'm not going to go to church, I'm not going to home, but I don't feel like it. Maybe it's better, safer for me to stay at home, but still I have this commitment to come. You know, no matter what, it can be minus 30 degrees outside, and it could be black ice everywhere, and I might have to ski to come to church. But I'll still have that commitment to come. Yeah, finally, I'd like to share 2 verses with you about encouragement regarding challenges. The first one from 1 Peter 4:12 from the National International Version of the Bible. Dear friends, do not be surprised at the painful trials you are suffering as though something strange were happening to you. The second verse from the book of James 1:3 from the Message. Under pressure, your faith life is forced into the open and shows its true colours. So basically, don't be surprised when you've got challenges in anything. Just welcome them to your life, welcome the trials. You'll be happy to have trials in your life, because God used this as an opportunity to build your faith, to build your character up, to come closer to you as well. And then you'll mature and really grow a lot spiritually. So we're encouraged for that, and don't be disheartened in any way as well, because it's sometimes a very good thing that, you know, you've got some problems, otherwise we might not move forward in our life. So yeah, I would like to thank you all for listening to my testimony today, and it's time to pass back to this beautiful sister twin.
You know, he reminds me of what you call it. You know, Yellowstone Park, the geyser. I think 62 minutes or 63 minutes, isn't it? It comes out, and that names him Old Faithful. Really, really faithful. He's faithful in little things. I think that's all what we need. If you think that you've got that little, all you need to do is be faithful in it. And that's just what James is like. Yeah, it's time now to really give thanks for the little things that God